COVID-19 cases continue to rise as the university adds on 24 more positive cases. The Student Health Center is open for students who have coronavirus symptoms. If you test positive for COVID-19, you should first notify the Dean of Students.
We do COVID testing here, and we want to encourage anybody on campus, if you've had an exposure, if you're sick and feel like you have COVID symptoms, to come here to get your test. We get the turnaround in 24 hours, and a lot of places in town are several 3 to 6 to 7 days for getting it back, and what we've seen a lot now, that is, people are going to get a test, but then they don't feel like they have any symptoms anymore, and so they're coming out of quarantine, which they shouldn't do. Once you've been exposed or have symptoms, you go into your quarantine period, no matter what your test, till you get your test back.
If you test positive or have been exposed to COVID-19, you are required to quarantine. If you are unable to return home, the university has made accommodations for residents to quarantine right here in Pace Hall. Testing was not required for students to return back to campus. Senior Vice Chancellor Lance Tatum said that seemed unreasonable.
The idea of making it mandatory that if you didn't test, you couldn't come back to school seemed a bit unfair to our students. Our students are individuals that are, they live in parts of the state perhaps that don't have access to health care, and if they couldn't get to campus to do it, and they couldn't get to a facility in their community to do it, then that meant they couldn't come at all. It would be better for them to get here, and if we needed to test them, we could do that while they were here on campus, than just to say, if you don't test, you can't come.
The Dean of Students will notify your professors and continue to work with those who tested positive to ensure you can continue classes during isolation. Jessica Phillips, Troy, TrojanVision News.